guys. Hello everybody. Hi. Hello. This is our first session of the Moment of Truth. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. Just a little idea that I had, a little thing that I wanted to do to set up and to start speaking to everybody and to find out some stuff about them that maybe we wasn't brave enough to ask, or maybe we thought, oh, I don't want to ask that question. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't want no one to know. Well, you ask questions. Here they are. I will be looking down at this. They're all hair, all on hair. There was some that came in just normal, so I know who those are from. But yes, so let's start. Thank you for everyone who shared the post. Thank you for everyone who's asked to be on the show. I have got you all written down and I will be working my way through all of them. Now, my first guest that we've got on here, I hope she's ready. Gosh, it says connecting. Oh, there she is. Hello, darling. So, just quickly introduce you. As we know, Nisha has the most beautiful smile in the whole world and she's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that she's here with me today. I know you're a bit nervous, but don't be, because I'm even more nervous than you are. So how are you? You alright?
I'm good. I'm nervous, but I'm good.
No, don't be
I put
nervous.
makeup on. I did my hair.
So did I.
It was like I was...
So did I. Got quite a few questions here, so
Hi. Oh.
yes, you have. So actually, first, tell us a little bit about yourself. So your start date, if you've had
Hi,
surgery.
everyone. Okay, my name's Nisha. I had weight loss surgery on the 5th of November 2019, so I'm just over a year out. I started, I think my BMI was 45, something like that. I was 20 stone, 11 pounds to be precise.
How tall are you?
And I've lost, I'm 5'7".
Oh, 5'7", wow. Cool.
Yeah, I think it was 45. It was in the 40s. It was pretty high. And so far I've lost 7 stone, so
Wow.
going well.
Wow, a whole 7 stones. That's amazing. That's fantastic.
It's a whole person.
That is a whole person. Exactly.
I know, it's crazy.
First question, Nisha. Are you exercising quite a lot? Are you not tired? No, you are exercising quite a lot. Are you not tired? Are you exercising to lose weight or to keep fit?
So when I first started these Zoom sessions that I do, I started to lose weight. My weight loss had slowed down loads, and I think it was a combination of loads of things. We'd just been locked down. I'd kind of not been doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing, and the weight was just falling off me. So I think in my head I was like, oh, it's magic. Eat what I want. That's fine.
Work, yeah.
And then it started to
like what I'm doing now.
Well, and then it started to catch up with me, and I was kind of eating lockdown food, lots of snacks. So I did my monthly weigh and I'd lost ½ pound and I was panicking. And then my mate, who's a personal trainer, was like, oh, just join in this session. And I've just haven't stopped. So I can get a bit obsessive with things.
You really go for it. Like every time I see you, I'm just like, oh my days, you're amazing. I wish I could do that.
And I really actually enjoy it. I've always hated exercise, always, ever since I was younger. I've never got into it, and I never understood when people were like, oh, it's the endorphins. I just love it. It makes me feel so good. But actually, I started doing it this time, maybe because I dropped some weight already. So
I was just about to ask you that. Was it from weight loss why you started to enjoy doing exercise?
I think so, and I could do stuff that I couldn't do before, and then I could see improvements, and then my weight loss picked up, and I really enjoyed it. My friend who runs it, I love her, and there's like a whole group of people, and we've got a little WhatsApp group. It's like a little family. Nice. So I just really got into it. But if she doesn't do those sessions, I don't exercise. So there's a problem.
Oh no.
So I'm scared.
You need that to motivate you to do that. Oh gee.
Yeah, 100%. So
that obviously that helps you, because some of us, we can't do it without other people. We need that motivation to do anything. You know? Yeah,
I definitely need that. But yeah, at the moment it's not for weight loss. It's because I want to tone up as much as possible and like just get stronger and fitter. That's it.
But
really.
you must be seeing results now.
Yeah, I could definitely see results.
I remember you put a picture. Do you remember when you put that picture up and I was like, oh my God. Look at you. How could what?
Yeah, I can feel firmer on my legs. Under all my saggy skin, I can feel the firmness. So there's definitely changes. And it, if I stop exercising, my mood dips. I get really low. So and I notice that straight away. So I have to stay active. It's a good way to manage my my moods.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you found something that you're enjoying. Another question here. This is for you. Did you only have this sleeve because you wanted a baby? Did you manage to get pregnant at any time before? Hope this isn't insensitive. The person I want to ask this question to is Sleeve Life.
So yeah, there were two. Obviously, it was a weight loss because I just couldn't carry on the way I was. But I've been married since 2014, and it hasn't happened for us. And we've had a few disappointments. We did loads of tests, and the doctor said it was unexplained infertility. But I kind of always in my mind thought it's me because I'm so big, and I'm getting old, like I'm 42 now, so it's not a joke. Like the biological clock is a thing. My fertility is dropping every day, and I just thought I can't do this for some reason. It's not even enough motivation for me to stick to the Slimming World plan. I still wasn't losing enough weight quick enough, and even though they tested me, they were like, "We're not going to do any treatments until you lose 5 stone." So yeah, it was one of the big reasons. Obviously, I wanted to lose the weight because I was not happy, but that was the main driver. And so now I've got to where I've got now. I've got a couple more pounds to lose, and that's the next step, IVF. So,
fingers crossed for you, darling. So, what would you say to anyone who's obviously thinking to do the surgery because of those reasons? Like, what would you say to them if you could say anything?
Well, I think that you have to think carefully. It's major surgery and it's a life change. Your whole way of life changes. But it does enable you to lose weight quickly, and I hope keep it off. That's the aim. So if it's for fertility, it does help. A lot of people fall pregnant after weight loss surgery. But I don't know if you were happy with. I don't know if I'd recommend have weight loss surgery just so you can get pregnant, unless you really wanted to lose the weight as well. It's quite extreme, but then I suppose for me, there was no option because I wasn't getting pregnant naturally, and I'm running out of time. Like I can hear that ticking constantly. And it doesn't help when you've got family members who are constantly
and that's what you're not getting any younger. Like, what is everybody saying to you? How has that been, like with like the family and stuff? And what did they think about the surgery? Did they know you was having the surgery because of to have a child, or was that mainly the only reason? Because I think they asked them if that was the only reason.
It was one of the main reasons. Yeah, definitely, because doing it myself alone wasn't quick enough, and I'm scared about the time frame I've got. But my family are West Indian, they're Jamaican, so they just what's going on? Where's my grandkids? Where's my grandkids? Where's my grandkids?
Yeah.
There's no
the thing is, they never think before they even speak as well. That's another thing. They just say it how it is, you know. And a lot of people, they don't know the reason why you haven't had a child. They just start blurting it all out and making some really insensitive comments. Like, it's just not nice. You know, they act like,
they don't realise
because you don't want to. You know what I mean? They don't know that you're sitting there doing test after test, and it's just not nice.
Yeah. They don't understand. And my husband's family are Welsh. I don't know if it's a Welsh thing that they're quite blatant, but my mother-in-law is blatant. Like, she's just like, well, you know, we're walking through Waitrose and she's like, oh, look at those baby clothes. When am I going to be able to buy those, 𝕬𝕬𝕗?
Oh, really?
No, I can't.
So has he told her? Does she know the situation? Does she know what's going on?
She doesn't know I've had weight loss surgery, and I don't wish to tell her. My family, immediate family, know. The rest of them just kind of, you're like, oh, you're working out a lot, because on my personal account I post my workouts as well.
And those are some good workouts
for about a year. Yeah. Exactly. So by the time I see people, it would have been a year and a half. They're going to be like, oh, that exercise paid off, and I'll be like, yeah, made a few changes, exercised a lot. So I'm not lying. You've done really well. I'm so proud. You've done really well. Like, you haven't just left it as you mentioned before. You have really gone for it to try and optimize your weight loss as much as you can. That's absolutely fantastic. But let everybody know where we can find you, my darling. Please let them know where they can find you, and if they can ask you more questions, that'd be great as well. That'd be lovely. You can find me at Sleeve Life. There's a few of us. I'm the one without any underscores or spaces or dots. Like, if you want to ask me stuff, please just message me. I will reply. Anything you want to know, you know, I'll tell you what I know. I'm not an expert, but I will help as much as I can. So, this was lovely.
Yeah, I know, and thank you. I know it's short. I do know
Short and
it's short,
sweet.
but thank you, and thanks for being first as well.
Love you too.
You've done really well.
Thanks, yeah.
Thank you, and I will catch you up soon. All right?
All right, I'll speak to you soon,
Right,
babe.
Speak to you later. Oh, well, that was amazing. Thank you very much, Nisha, for joining us on our first The Moment of Truth. Now, I think we should move on to our second guest. It's the queen of memes herself. Oh, gosh. I'm telling you, in another lifetime, she was literally Leonardo DiCaprio, the one and only Donna. Oh, there she is. Hello, darling. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, not too bad. Oh, you got your drink now. I've got water. I thought, well, if I need to ask them questions, I need to be in the right frame of mind. You don't know what I'm like when I have alcohol, so. Right, my darling. All good? All ready
Really
for your
good.
question? Yeah? Now, I think because you have so many questions, I think I'm just going to jump into them and then we'll do a little bit of a talk afterwards. Yeah? That's all right? Donna, did you have tattoos to cover up your scars?
No. I actually got my tattoo deliberately to take away the thing that I didn't like, which was the overhang. I thought, I'm never going to be able to have a tummy tuck. I'm never going to get rid of this. So I'm going to distance myself from it. And anyone that's in videos will see I've got a massive side piece, but he actually cut off 15 centimetres of it. So I've got loads of it missing, and I'm getting it changed and worked up. Hi, Jack. But I won't be getting it covered up because I have no issue with my scars. Even my arms, you know.
I can't even see your scar. Like, literally, it's like the most invisible scar I've ever seen in my whole life. There we go.
That's it.
Where?
Exactly. It's there.
Right, so let everybody know where you got this done, please, because that in itself is a work of art.
I went to Istanbul and saw Baron Cool. So I know there's a lot of hoo-ha's about going abroad, especially Turkey. You know, the back street, they look dirty. People have had really bad aftercare. But I had people that had seen him before. I had amazing care, and you know, my results are amazing. I'm so happy.
What did you get done first?
I had it all done in the one-up. In August just got. That was a 360 lower body, a abdominoplasty, tummy tuck, a buttock lift, muscle repair, a your Ken pouch, your badge, and tummy, thanks, back, and arm lift with lipo as well, all in one. And I had my boobs done here, but that was nearly 4 years ago. So.
Okay, so how long ago have you had surgery then with the rest of it? So like the 360 and stuff, how long ago was that?
August, 5 months nearly.
Oh gosh,
My little
some
girl.
really incredible result. Next one, God, all right, let me just ask you. You look like you have the perfect life. How come he hasn't married you? Not being rude or anything at Donatron. I thought you were married, but I don't know.
That was in Turkey, but we've actually been together this month, but we you know, like any couple, we actually broke up for a while. We've got, you know, the 2 kids together. We've got an older child who is my adopted. We've got a lot going on, and you know, we do want to get married, but a minute. And to be honest,
really need though, isn't it? Like, you have everything else at the moment. The marriage is just going to be like the cherry on the top, but you have the lifestyle, you have everything else. Maybe that's why I thought you've married anyway.
No, not. But the thing is, like, we want to move and get somewhere more. But I was actually told, you know, we can move sooner or we can leave it, and I can help you with your surgery, which he knows, you know, the biggest thing that was taking over my whole life. So that's that.
Well, there's your answer. I really want to get a boob job. Seems a lot of plastics there. I really want to get a boob job, but I am worried about loss of nipple sensitivity. How long after do you regain sensation? Also, I haven't had any children yet. This is for at Donatron.
Well, I know so many people that have had so many different experiences from having their boobs done. Again, love mine. I have got full sensation in my right one, but I was really naughty. And 2 weeks after I had my boobs done, when they were still numb, I got this one pierced. Now, it's because I didn't want the pain every time, but
that makes sense.
it kind of looks, and it's like hypersensitive.
Yeah.
But then that's my surgery, and I haven't put it back in. I think it's closed. But I don't know if it's me that's made me lose sensitivity, or it was the boob job. But again, it depends on so many different, and so many different people have full feelings. Some people have none. So I think it's just luck of the draw, really.
Oh gosh, that's interesting to know. That would really scare me, that one. All right, Donna, how much money have you spent on plastics? Will you ever be satisfied with your body? Does hanging around with those girls who have had plastics make you want more, or make you want to look like them?
No, I've never ever had surgery to look like anyone else or to have someone else's body. My whole, if you've followed me and you read my spam, because I post a lot, you'll know that I've been overweight since a child. I've had a lot of crap in my past. I've had issues that I still haven't dealt with. I've nearly been sectioned with anxiety and depression in pregnancy. I've had losses.
None of these are like triggering things. God almighty.
No, I'm happy, very open and very honest.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the body, I've suffered for years with eating disorders, morphia, and I'd get to the point I was working out, 5 a week, twice a day, and not seeing results because of the therefore I was starving myself and taking laxatives, and then I was binging. So all of that was coming from not being able to see my work. So it's like a switch flicked. As soon as I booked my surgery, I was like, right, I don't need to starve because it's getting cut off. It doesn't. Someone who starves herself for like 5 days at a time and goes to gym twice a day, big thing. So definitely not for anyone else. And the people that I surround myself with are all very supportive, and my surgery friends in particular, the people I've met through Instagram, like yourself, Holly, Simone, all the girls that I post a lot with and tag a lot with, who've had similar surgeries. They've had the same shit that we've had. They've had issues in their past that there was none of us
to talk to that's going through the same thing as you, though, isn't it? Hey, Jem.
Hi, Gemma. I don't. Anyone else thinks of me now? My partner for 10 years he's seen me fat. He's seen me, not eat. Seen me give birth. He's probably seen me poo myself. I don't know. None of that matters. He's always loved how I looked, and I could never accept it because I hated myself, and that is why I did it. And that anyone should do it. Don't do it to nice bum. If you want it, do it. Do what you want.
Nobody else. And I think the first question there was, how much have you spent in total?
Well, I had a gastric band when I was 18 that my mum actually bought through inheritance. That was about £8,000. It didn't do anything, which I still wish I had a sleeve. And then my boobs were 5,500 here, and then all of this in Turkey was 6,700, which is amazing because you're looking at like double that here.
Or more. I don't know if this is. I don't even know this about you. I think I may have bulimia. How did you get diagnosed? How old were you? How did you overcome it? Regards, please. May you ask Donna. Do you have bulimia?
Yeah. Looking at my surgery.
Okay.
To be honest, I think it's going back to like having the gastric band. As soon as I had it, I don't know why I did it. I didn't have any mental support. I found, Sarah asked girls, it's too flat to remember. That I found that I was eating the wrong food. I went home the night after my surgery and I melted down a bag of, the whole point is to lose weight. I'd had no mental support there. And then, anyone with a band or, people that have had weight loss surgery will know about the restriction. And with a band, if food gets stuck, you basically bring regurgitating it, so it's not sick, but it comes back not comfortable. And it doesn't come up, and it's. But that kind of started it, and I would never physically, make myself vomit because I don't painful. But the mixture of that and abusing laxatives and starving myself was a big thing. I actually went to my doctor's. It's come up in my time hop a few days ago actually, and I was crying and I went to see my doctor and I begged him for help, and he referred me to the mental health team and the eating disorders unit And do you know, it took months to get my referral.
What?
And I think that was summer just gone that I got my referral, and I was like, well, I've had my surgery booked for 6 months, so I've finally overcome it, and I didn't do it. They said, oh, we can offer you this place in like an online bulimia workshop. I was like, I need the bloody help now, because it's very lucky that I wasn't as severe as a lot of people. No, God forbid, could be dead in that time.
That's what I'm thinking. And imagine people like doing it COVID-y times. When are they ever going to get seen to? Like, so do you still get like any kind of episodes or anything now, or how do you feel now? This is really touching.
Got greedy in December. I've eaten like I exercised. You know, I've had these times where, oh God, I could take a couple of days, or I could not eat today, and then I've got out of that. Like last night, I ended up having these big chocolate eggs. I was like, I'm not going to eat today. No, I'm not. I need to eat. So I had my healthy lunch. I exercised. You know, you just have to keep reminding yourself. And where I'm quite honest on Instagram, I get a lot of lovely messages. It keeps me accountable, because I'm not posting my food. It's like, well, am I starving? Or am I binging? It on a level as well. So.
Yeah, you are really, really honest. I don't know if people are saying I love your honesty, but that is really true. If you're not one thing, it's honest. We see everything that goes into your mouth, or most of it anyway. And it's not every day you're eating leaves and grass and rabbit food, is it? So you're eating real food. So just one more question before we go. Would you say that you're exercising now because you want to eat loads of nice foods? Is that why you do the exercise, or is it for your mental state? What is it for? Why do you exercise so much?
Priority is mental well-being, because I feel better for it, and I find if I do exercise, I'm on a better mindset for eating better, and I'm not going to sit and eat junk because why have I exercised if I'm going to sit a share bag of chocolate? I still will eat the share bag of chocolate.
Yeah.
Getting strong, getting more stamina. Like all the heavy weights I was doing before, I couldn't see anything, whereas I've got the skin gone now. I want to see results. I want to see work. And obviously I love sweet food. I eat a lot of sweet food. I love food. So I'll help with that.
If you could give somebody here, say if somebody in here was struggling, as they mentioned here, what would that one tip be for them? What kind of encouragement would you give them in a sentence?
Talk to someone, whether it's a strong Instagram, if a family member, a friend, a doctor. The best thing I found with someone was unbiased, because I had friends who would never support me when I was, doing the healthy exercising, and it was, I don't know, anything, or it was a top friendship, but that's gone now. You don't need people like that. So like someone said to me earlier, the plastics that I hang around with, they understand.
They're your support, aren't they?
Talk to someone, and like I don't always message people back because I'm quite bad at it, but they message me, inbox me. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to tell you, what you want to hear, because I've been there. I understand it. I'm happy to talk to it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
If I don't reply,
thank you so much for yes, thank you so much for coming on. Just let everybody know where they can find you if they want to reach out to you.
So I am 𝕤𝕦𝕘𝕒.tron. I post a lot of memes as well, so sorry, I will spam you stories.
Leonardo DiCaprio in the real flesh hair, guys. You see now. Thank you so much, Donna, and then we'll catch up after. That was brilliant. Oh, thank you, my lovely. Oh, that was quite touching. That was that's really shaking me, that one. Okay, so next up. Oh, I love this lady so much. When I say to you, warrior, strong, you name it, Bryony, aka B's RNY world. Here she comes.
Hello.
Oh, hey you are. Hello, sweetie.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on and joining me today. How's things been?
You're welcome.
Yeah, give everyone a little introduction of yourself.
I'm Bryony. I'm 32. I'm a mum, a wife. I have had a gastric bypass. 2 years coming up next week. 7 Yeah, I know. 7.5 stone, nearly. Well, give or take with Christmas. I am also in remission from thyroid cancer. So I understand a lot of these things when it comes to hypothyroidism, low calcium, cancer remission, mental health, you name it, basically.
Oh gosh, tonight, man, tonight's really stirring me up, isn't it? At B's RNY World question, what was the toughest part of the first few weeks post RNY?
Cool. I'm doing this thing, my husband's will tell me off, because if he's watching he'll say you just look away from the camera, because I'm not very good at this, so you have to apologise. I think the first few weeks must have been, for me it was my medication. Being in cancer remission, I have to a lot of medication. I suffer with low calcium, so for me it was trying to get all the medication in the supplements, because a lot of it was liquid. That was the hardest thing. And also I felt hungry after the first sort of 10 days. I was hungry. My stomach was rumbling. Yeah,
So
really.
I
was a bit naughty. What was that? You say it again.
Was that head hunger or real hunger?
No, that was real hunger. My stomach, my stomach was properly not happy. Yeah, so that was the first hard thing for me. I went on to sort of mashed food a lot quicker than I would have done normally.
I did as well. I done that. I went on to, by like honestly, day 4 I was having mashed potato, but we won't even go into that.
Why is that? No.
Naughty. I have just scrolled through your page and seen you had thyroid cancer. So sorry to hear, and I want to say you have been so brave. Has the weight loss helped you get through? Also, do you think you would have gained weight if it cut off? No cancer, sorry, it cut off. Hope my question isn't too personal, so let me go back. Also, do you think you would have gained weight if not for the cancer?
Okay, it's a really good question. We don't know. All that we knew was that when I got tested, so roughly what happened for those that don't know, was that I gained 6 stone in 4 months. I went to the GPs and asked for help, and I basically got told that I was fat and lazy by this GP. I then was given oral stat, which some of you may know as a sort of diet tablet, which is like a fat binding sort of tablet of sorts. And I basically continued to gain weight, and it did nothing for me. So when I finally went back, and it was bulging out the side of my neck, I was now 6.5 stone, nearly 7 stone heavier. So we don't know for definite, obviously, and they're not going to hold their hands up. Right?
No. When did it
yeah, but obviously with treatment and the fact I have to maintain severely hypothyrotic, so I basically am medically induced into a really hypothyroidism. So I'm right at the bottom, which means that weight gain is so easy, as it's a massive side effect, obviously, with hypothyroidism, and I'm at the most you possibly could get. So,
what was your highest weight before then? So before you...
Highest weight, it was £269, sorry to be precise. So I think
before you had the cancer, like before you noticed your lump, what was you sitting at before then? What was you then?
It was about 11 stone 4, so wow, I was quite petite. For 8, so I was smaller than I was now, and then obviously the weight started going on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So so I've gone from being Bryony to then I went to old Bryony, I call her, which was the cancer patient. Yeah, the cancer patient, the cancer body. And then obviously I was lucky enough that a family member funded my operation, because on the NHS I wasn't in their category. So luckily my family member paid for it for me, and then I've gone back to Bryony and I've been set free almost.
I know, that's amazing. So hold on, just to wheel up and come again.
Yeah.
You never had any problems with your weight before the cancer then? No.
Not really, no. I was a slightly chubbier child going through adolescence, maybe. I was slightly overweight. I was never obese, and I certainly wasn't morbidly obese. And for me, it's been a big issue because I felt like as soon as I put all the weight on, I became invisible. People could pretty much walk into me. I was just like, I felt like I was worthless. I was made to feel like I was worthless. And, you know, and on the NHS, because I didn't hit any of the categories, I was 40, BMI 41, so I was just in there. But because I didn't have diabetes and I didn't have blood pressure, and I didn't really have, other than I had bad back and obviously all the damage from the thyroid cancer surgery, that I didn't fit the criteria. So I kept being put on like Slimming World and Weight Watchers and what's the other one? I think it was like some nutrition. But she kept saying to me, well, I can't see where you're going wrong. And I said, well, that's what you're supposed to be telling me, because I was vegetarian. Portion control was
right, wasn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually looking back, I was addicted to sugar, so I was doing stuff like Slimming World, which was actually feeding my sugar craving, because everything was free and low fat, and they label it with sugar. So actually, I was relying heavily on sugar.
Wow, that's like me. I was more of a sugary person. I guess that's why the bypass has kind of worked out for us with the restriction on.
And now it's cheese, isn't it?
Oh, don't get me started on the cheese, guys. I'm thinking I'm just going to start walking with cheese in my handbag everywhere I go, because I just can't cope. Like,
yeah.
Don't get me started on cheese right now. Today's all about you. Let me just jump into your final question. At Bees RNY, why did you choose the bypass over the sleeve? Do you have any loose skin, and are you considering plastics? Do you want more children?
No, I'm very happy with my 𝕤𝕤𝕤. In fact, I was talking, I think it was Sophie I might have been talking to, and Sophie's got an 𝕤𝕤𝕤 as well, so we were talking how they've got attitude. But no, I was very, very lucky to have 𝕤𝕤𝕤, and naturally I fell pregnant a couple of months after we were allowed to start trying after my treatment. So yeah, I was very, very lucky. So no, for me, one is more than enough. So I chose the bypass. So I chose the bypass over the sleeve because I had a lot of reflux. A lot of reflux, and relying heavily on like ranitidine, which apparently has been banned now. But ranitidine, I was relying heavily on that. But also because I wanted to cut out sugar in my life. I wanted to not cut it out, but cut it so it's low enough. And I knew about the dumping syndrome. I've done a hell of a lot of research about it. Yeah, cheese is definitely life, Sophie, completely. So to me now, I do get dumping syndrome quite a lot. So I have quite a well, maybe it's a bit higher than some, but I have quite a low amount of sugar. Oh, here's 𝕤𝕤𝕤. She's going to come and say hello quickly then. Say hello quick.
Hello.
Hello,
Sweetie pie.
No, she's coming in. My husband's sending me things going on. Are you going to tell everyone about the bariatric farts?
Oh, so he keeps ask you. So your husband says, how comes no one hasn't warned him? No one didn't warn him about those bariatric farts.
No one's ever said about the bariatric farts, and just clearing a room out in seconds without even realising you're even doing it.
It's like they come right from the hole. They're horrible. Like even when I'm like, somebody's died around here. Like, no, those are the next level.
I know, the number of times we come down and in the morning he's on the sofa, he said, you were farting all night and the whole room. He said,
No, and I'm pretty sure everybody here knows what you're talking about. They're horrible.
I know, exactly.
Horrible.
It's like great. But what was I saying? Oh, loose skin. Yeah, I have got loose skin. Obviously, I did do a lot of. I know it's hilarious reading these comments. About. I did do quite a lot of gym work the first year, but obviously with COVID, I am. Well, I've had 78 lymph nodes removed from my neck, so I'm a little bit risky. Even in cancer remission, I'm quite risky to be back somewhere like the gym, which is annoying. But what, 78 lymph nodes from my neck. Yeah, I've got 2 left. I've got one here, and I've got one between my jugular and my carotid. I don't know if you can see my neck. It's all the way around. It's all the way around
Oh my god.
to ear. I know. It's amazing. It's my battle wound scar.
Yes.
But yeah, I have got a lot of loose skin. But you know, never say never. But plastic surgery at the moment is not something that I could afford. And we want to get the bathroom done first, so I can have a nice bath to warm up. So I'm so bloody cold standing in the I feel all the priorities first.
Yeah. And you must be you're comfortable with it then. It's not like in the way, or you know, because otherwise that would be your next thing. But you can live with that at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Trust me, it's nothing compared to, you know, walking around with this on my neck every day is nothing. So it's irrelevant to me, a bit of a saggy skin. It's only my husband that sees it, and you know, you don't really see that. So
that girl for fit, doesn't it? Oh, you are so strong and graceful. That is so true. And what a lovely quote to just end on. So strong and graceful. Thank you so much, Bryony, for coming and joining me here today. Just let everybody know where they can find you if they want to ask you any more questions.
I don't know what I am now. I think I'm at _RNY _world, maybe. I do change it.
RNY _world.
There you go then.
Got any more questions for Bryony? Give her a little ad. You know, send us some encouragement. Thank you, darling, for joining me, and we'll catch up afterwards. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Great. Hey, Zara. Ah, such an emotional. I get emotional at anything. Like, I literally cry for no reason. My 4th guest. She needs no introduction. No one other than my bestie, my Instagram love. It's Kelly.
Hello.
Hey, babes. Hey. This just feels normal now. Oh, you done your eyebrows?
I've got eyebrows.
This just feels normal, doesn't it? Like this. Do you know what? I'm not even going to think that we're even on Instagram Live. This is just we speak on FaceTime every single day. My lunchtime, every day. Kelly, I'll be sitting there like this, waiting for the phone to ring, or like this, waiting for it to say connecting. This is who I speak to every single day. I love her. She's an amazing girl. She's been there from day dot. What date did we say we started speaking about? March 7th, was it?
Yeah, around that.
A few days after.
Literally scrolled for about a week trying to find the first conversation.
I was like, when did we start speaking? Then we're on Instagram scrolling. When did we start scrolling? Wait, I need to go scroll. Oh, we're only at October. Scrolling. Oh wait, no, we're not even nowhere near March. Scrolling. Like, we talk so much. She's absolutely amazing. Yeah. I don't know how I would have done this without her, honestly. First question. Kelly, do you have loose skin other than on your stomach? Do you have any children? I haven't done them in no particular order, sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine. Do I have loose skin? Yes, I've got loose skin on my arms. You can't really see somewhere in the top. It's not really bad. I've got the saggiest boobs ever, but I think that's from yo-yo dieting. Okay, they don't look that bad right now because I'm wearing a
Don't even let me show these, because...
But, you know, I think from yo-yo dieting in general, they're just really loose and like a little Shar-Pei dog most of the time, and just...
What size were you before?
Down. Before, I was a 38K, and now I'm a 32 double H. I know. They were, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, they were really massive. So I've got loose arms, loose stomach, loose boobs. The one thing I hate is the loose underarm because it hangs over clothes in the summer. And then I also have a lot of loose skin on my back, so I'm going to need to have a back lift.
Is that what it's called? Is that the name for a back lift? I remember you saying is that what the right
There is a technical name, but I don't know what it is. I just know I need a back lift. It's like you have a scar like of your bra line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been looking into that? Do you know like where you want to go to get that done?
Yeah, Barron Cool. Either there, or I've actually been following Avant Blue for a while in Barbados, and he's got some really good results because, you know, I'm quite curvy anyway, so I noticed that a lot of people, when they get surgery, without being horrible plastics, they're quite straight. I don't know if that's just their figure.
Yeah, I know the one I've been looking at.
So yeah, so I find that the surgeons in this country from looking at pictures, I don't see the results that I want for my body.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing that like in Turkey and this guy in Barbados, they get really good results because I want to be snatched, honey.
I'm telling you. Oh Lord, here we go. I too am married to a woman. Sometimes I feel if I wasn't, I wouldn't need surgery to have to jump through hoops for IVF. Do you think I am being selfish? My question is for Kelly.
Well, it depends. If you're not overweight, then as one of the previous ladies said, you still, I think it was Nisha, you still need to lose weight in order for the NHS to actually go forward with fertility treatment. I think you need to have a BMI of like 29, which is why I had the surgery, because they did everything. There was one test that they wouldn't do until I got to a BMI of 29. Being married, if I was married to a man, I would have still had to lose weight in order to have it done, to have like IVF on the NHS. So yeah, I don't think being married to a woman really makes a difference in regards to weight and the IVF on the NHS.
No, it says, I feel, let me read it. Maybe I'm not really good at reading stuff. You know, I can't read good. I too am married to a woman. Sometimes I feel if I wasn't, I wouldn't need surgery to have to jump through hoops for IVF.
It doesn't matter if you're married to a woman or married to a man. There are criteria that you have to meet in order to have the tests and to go through with IVF. However, it also depends on where you live in the country, because my specialist said to me, I went through all the tests. When I got to where I needed to, he was really happy because he's like, he doesn't know anyone who's actually said they're going to go and get weight loss surgery, do it and come back smaller and be able to go to the next level. But the only thing that is difficult and is different for if you're married to a woman or if you're with a man is, at this point, we would now be moving on, if I was married to a man, to having IVF. Woman, what they're saying is, everything's fine with you, so now go away, pay for our... If it doesn't work, then come back and then we will see if you're allowed to have IVF on the NHS. It's not even a guarantee. So in that respect, yes, if she was married to a man, after having the weight loss surgery, she could move forward and have IVF straight away. Whereas for us, because we're not, we have to do it ourselves.
Let me ask you how I thought it was, how I thought this is what she was trying to say. Or no, she would be.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought she was trying to say, sometimes I feel like if I wasn't, I wouldn't need surgery, the VSG, to jump through hoops for IVF. So therefore, she would be trying naturally. But now because she's not, she has to lose weight so that she has. That's what I got from it. But I don't know.
Well, no,
your way could be your way as well.
Well, I guess that's a given. That is a given. If you're having sex with a
then
man,
you might not know though if you could get pregnant. So
no, exactly. But for me, I'm going to be 40 in June. I've dated men up until I was 30 and never got pregnant. Let's be real. There's always accidents and things like that. I've never got pregnant, never had a miscarriage. So, but then I was also very overweight. So I would never know. And they've done tests, PCOS as well, but they've done all the tests and I'm fine. I don't know if that's because I've lost the weight. I don't know if that's just because I was fine, but I was overweight before. So it's a bit of a tricky one, because in regards to moving forward with IVF, being in a same-sex relationship on the NHS, there's hoops you have to jump through. But yes, in regards to looking at it your way, if you were with a man, you could be doing it all the time and you could have a baby by now. You're never going to know unless you try. But
you don't know.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Like,
but do you know what? I'll be honest with you. So many people say that to me. Like, it's just easy. Like, oh, just go and find a guy. It doesn't work like that.
No. Some people on here seem like they only set up a page for before and after photos. Thank you for sharing your meals and good products. I have just ordered my first order of skinny spices at Kelly. Skinny spices?
That's good. Oh, it's a brand of low sugar, gluten-free products. Have low sugar in your diet, and I do like little taste tester things. I buy stuff and then I talk about it online. For me, I think people have their account for their own personal reasons and why they want it. When you first decide you're going to have the surgery, seeing those before and after pictures are like, yeah, definitely, I want to have the surgery. And those kind of accounts really help people at the beginning of their journey. I think for me, where I am, because I'm like nearly 3 years out, I had my surgery on the 9th of June 2018. For me, those accounts don't really help me much now. I'm more of a, okay, so how do you keep the weight off? How did you get from A to B? I want to know more information about what products can I use. You know,
Right, so Kelly, how do you deal with the weight gain? Did you stop eating healthy and put weight on? Or was it that you stopped exercising as much? I'm 7 weeks post-op and scared to gain weight. Love, Sam.
I think, yeah, so as I was saying from the previous question, I like to get meal ideas. I like to see what people are doing, like exercise-wise, just how they're living every day with having this surgery and how it's helping them to hit their goals. That's what I want to see now. And so I think every account has its purpose and it will be beneficial to everyone, and you just find the account that works for you. So for me, I like accounts that just tell a story, which is why I do what I do, because I want to tell the story of somebody who's got a sleeve. And why have I gained weight? I think it's a bit of both. It's being in lockdown, being out of routine, just being very close to the fridge and the cupboard, and just being able, because obviously when you're sitting at work at your desk, the food that you have is the food you have. When you're at home, you're bored and you're like, right, let me go and eat this. Let me go and, oh, what's in the fridge? Do you know how I think I've opened my fridge about 100 times a day? You know, it's ridiculous. But so that's what's happened, I think, is that I've been eating more. I've been snacking a lot more. And also in the first lockdown, what happened was, I'm the kind of person, I don't allow things in my house. So I'm like, it's a treat to have a packet of crisps, so I'll go out and I'll buy it. I won't have it in the house. But when you're on lockdown, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to buy the multi-pack of crisps. I need to buy the biscuit. You need to buy everything that you're not going to get because you're on lockdown. So it's all in my house, and it became normal. And I would eat. It's very easy to graze and eat a lot of calories throughout the day. Because yes, your stomach's small and you can't eat a lot at once, but you can continue to graze all day long. And the next thing you know, your clothes are tight, you know, you're not exercising. And I think it's a bit of both. Like, I was eating too much and I kind of gave up on exercise a little bit because I just got bored.
Kelly, I've got one last question. Do you blame your weight on PCOS and insulin resistance?
I do, and the reason why I do is because if you speak to anybody, they will be like, you're the healthiest person I know. Like, I cut out carbs years ago. So when I had the surgery, to be fair, it wasn't a major shock to my system because I'd already cut out carbs. I was already eating from a side plate. You know, I was doing everything that you needed to do. I had low sugar diet. I was doing everything you needed to do to lose weight. I just wasn't getting the results. And I didn't understand why, because PCOS is very misunderstood by doctors. That they like, oh, you got PCOS, you're going to gain weight, eat less, move more. That's it. That is what they tell you. They don't tell you about insulin resistance and PCOS. They don't tell you what insulin resistance is. They don't tell you how you can deal with it. They just kind of just leave you to figure it out. A lot of the stuff I know is my own research and a lot of American people and their doctors. And I think it is becoming to be a little bit more knowledge. There's more knowledge about it now. But I would say that the reason why I'm overweight is because not necessarily PCOS, because you can be slim and have PCOS. It's the symptom insulin resistance that makes me overweight, makes me struggle. So I think I'm always going to struggle forever. It's just knowing what to do to keep it at bay, really.
Thank you, darling. I know I am pressed for time. Literally, I don't know when this live thing is going to cut out, but thank you, my sweetheart, and I will definitely speak to you after. Tell them where they can find you and they can ask you some more questions if they have.
Very, very easy. VSG_Kelly. That's it. And I'm an open book. You can ask me anything and I will tell you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Kelly.
Bye.
Oh gosh, that was brilliant. Thank you, Kelly, again for joining. And now we have one last guest on our show. none other, sweetest lady that I probably know on here. It's Sophie.Moss. Gosh, Sophie, I am so sorry that we have run over. How are you?
I'm okay, are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Absolutely fine. I'm just going to jump straight into your questions because there are quite a few on here. Sophie, I've seen you suffer with depression and low moods, as do I. Do you have any tips or advice to stop me slipping day to day when I try to achieve my goal? And after, any advice from the others is welcome too.
Okay, so I think with depression, sometimes it can be for no reason whatsoever, but obviously sometimes it can be triggered by things, whether it's relationships or food or lack of, you know, moving, jobs, whatever. So I think it is important to kind of get down to the source and deal with it from there. If you do have low mood and you don't know why it is, then I would definitely seek a medical professional or go and see a psychotherapist. A lot of people say cognitive behavioural therapy, and that is great, and I'm not saying it isn't, but psychotherapy really teaches you how to use the correct tools in dealing with low mood and anxiety and stressful situations, you know, grief, things like that.
Okay, moving on to the second question. This one is for Sophie. I love seeing your family posts and how honest you've been about the challenges you face as a family. How important is it for you to teach your kids about your own story, and will you open up to them?
So my kids are very aware of my surgery, all of them, so bariatric and plastics. It's really important for me that the children are educated with their food, although I was, and I was still overweight, purely because I don't want them to go through what I did, the bullying and the low sort of self-esteem and things like that. So with me, I try and sort of allow the kids not to eat what they want, but, you know, I'm not one of these parents that's kind of no sugar or anything, but I just make sure that they are kind of exerting that as well and burning it off. And we kind of explain it to them as, okay, that's fine, you can eat chocolate, but you need to make sure that you're moving too. And they both have Fitbits and stuff now as well. So yeah, and they compete with each other, like who gets 10,000 steps. And so yeah, it's important that they need to exercise, especially with all of this going on.
What was the defining moment when you got to 24.5 stones, good Lord, that made you realise you needed to make a change at Sophie Moss?
I couldn't breathe when I was lying down.
Sorry, but 24.5 stones? Yeah.
I was just working out with my mum because we were watching the live together, and she said, what was your BMI? And it was like 56, something like that. Yeah. So for me, I couldn't move. I would literally walk up the stairs, lie in bed, and I was laying on my back and I couldn't breathe. So it was like, for me, as for the children, when I lost my dad, I didn't want them to go through that, because it completely changes your life. And I couldn't bear with the thought of them sort of having to deal with grief. And I know it sounds a bit much, but I did genuinely feel like I wasn't going to live much longer. I thought, I'm going to have a stroke or something soon. I was just so big. So big.
Oh my days. I don't know when this thing is going to cut off, guys, but before it does cut off, I want to let you know where you can find us. Sophie.Moss, is it? .MUS?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Last question doesn't cut out. What has been the worst thing in your life to date? How did you cope to get over it?
Yeah, probably the passing of my dad. I think that was a defining moment for me, and I haven't really dealt with the grief. It's only really now that I've started dealing with the grief. So, yeah, that in a nutshell. I think
you eat more or eat less or anything like that.
Eat more, definitely, because it was my dad passed. I'd just had my daughter. She was only a couple of weeks old, and then the children's father at the time, the children's biological father, had an RTA. He was hit by a car and he got a traumatic brain injury a month after my dad died. So I went from having a new baby and a 3-year-old, losing my dad, having that, and I just 8 because there was nothing else to do. I couldn't go out. I was a carer as well as a mother, and you know, I just ate everything basically. And I didn't move. I was too busy. You know what it's like looking after little ones. You don't always have that time to go out for a walk and whatever. So yeah, that 2014 was the most traumatic experience of my life.
Oh my Lord have mercy. This is, guys, honestly, I didn't know that today was going to feel so sad. I'm coming off of this. I don't even know what to do anymore. I think I better wrap it up there. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing really in depth.
No, that's fine.
I know this might have been a little bit insensitive, but thank you for your openness and thank you for your honesty as well. Let everyone know again where they can find you. I know I didn't say it properly. So let everyone know again where they can speak to you as well and where they can find you.
So it's at Sophie.mus, M-U-S. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
And how you've had plastic surgery as well, haven't you? Just to let listeners know what you had.
Yeah, so I've had a 360 body lift with muscle repair, 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤, and a brachioplasty as well as fat transfer from my lower back to my buttocks.
So if you have any questions about those, Sophie is the girl to go to. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you, my love. Thanks for joining me. And I will catch up with you in a bit once this is done. See you later. Yeah, see you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. I don't even know if you're going to see this or if you can even see me, but what an amazing live this was. So I've learned so much about a lot of people that I didn't even know. I had the questions here and, oh man, touching. You just never know what somebody's going through, and just for them to open up and to tell us and to let us into their lives has been absolutely great. Thank you everyone for joining, and hopefully we can do this again soon. But for now, stay safe, drink your water, and mind your business.